Good morning, everybody. It is great to be with you all here on this Tuesday nasty weather morning. Of course, I'm down here in San Pedro at the 22nd Street Landing Studio because it's nasty out there. And there was no way I was going to stand on the beach in Surfside this morning. Windy, rainy, and that big surf again. It's looking pretty darn nasty. But we've got a lot of stuff to cover, including talking about my good friend Bart Hall, who was on the show last night. I hope you got to take a look at that great show. If you haven't, please check it out. It was a good one, and I think you are totally going to enjoy it. Hey, you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Delicious. Be back with you all again, and man, I've got to tell you, it is nasty weather out there, and there's nobody going to be out on the water right now. We're talking about Tanner Bank. That is definitely out of the question. And now, man, you got to wonder about that bluefin tuna out there. Will it be there when the boys get back on it again? Maybe we'll get an answer to that this weekend because the weekend weather looks okay. Not great, but okay. Possibly somebody will get out there in that neck of the woods. Well, last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, Bart Hall was here. And it was so good to see my friend Bart. He puts his heart and soul into the shows that he produces, and he's back. It's great to see him back. In fact, you can watch that show. You can check out the Bart Hall shows on Google that, and you'll get the dates and everything else. But it looks like it's going to be an incredible show year this year. He's going to start out in Del Mar and then finish up in Long Beach, and I can't wait to go and see the shows. You know, for 75 years, the Hall family really dedicated themselves to providing a great family environment while showing the benefits of the great outdoors, primarily fishing, but boating and hunting and just about everything you can do outdoors. The Hall family brought that to us. And I have been involved with them for literally decades. So it's a great interview. It was great to see my friend. You'll learn some new stuff. I'm almost sure of that. And I hope you can make those shows. And if you do, make sure you say hi to me. I'll be hanging around both the Del Mar show and also the show in Long Beach. That should be a lot of fun. Hey, don't forget, hit that like button right now if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel. Share these videos. Tick that little bell right there near the subscribe button, and you'll be notified when there is new content. And we got all kinds of content flowing your way right now. Tonight we have a live show right here from 22nd Street Landing. I got down here a little bit early. Yeah, I mean like 12 hours early. We'll be on at 6 tonight. So please make sure you tune in. You can ask questions, interact with us as we are kicking 2023 off with a bang. And my God, our subscriptions, our content, our hours watched have all increased here in the month of January, and we owe that all to you. And we make no mistake about it. Thank you so very, very much. If you'd like information on our great raffle, which we are going to draw on the 19th of this month over at the Redondo Rod and Reel Club, if you'd like to purchase a ticket, man, there's some great prizes, including a 2-day trip on board the Apollo. I can send you a list of the prizes and how you can participate at home. If you want to come down here today, I'm here most of the day today. You can come down and buy your raffle tickets in person or bring me a cup of coffee. Just kidding. I've already had enough coffee for the day. But if you want to drop by and buy a raffle ticket, find out more about our charters, you can drop by here or just send me a text at 657-227-6459. I'll send you whatever you want. So just make sure you indicate what it is you're after. The charters, the raffle tickets, both. Whatever it is, I'll be happy to help you out with that. Our Endeavor trip almost sold out up there out of Ventura. That is in May. That is a fabulous trip. You can hardly get on that boat, and we feel so blessed to have a charter with my friend Tucker McCombs out of Ventura Sport Fishing this year. That's going to be a really awesome trip. Guaranteed that. And this 2-day trip on the Apollo, which is right out the door here, that's going to be a fabulous trip. It is right there at the end of May into June. That's white sea bass written all over it. And with this amount of market squid, let's start right there as we talk fish and fishing. And there's not a lot of it with this weather, but there's so much market squid up and down our coast that you've got to think that's going to bring in all those predators. Now, the Chinese market, the market where they are buying market squid from California commercial fishermen, has virtually dried up, so there's not as much pressure on that squid fishery this year. There are still seiners and guys out there working, but just not as many, and that leaves a lot of that squid unmolested and leaves predators free to move in and feed on it. It is going to be an incredible year. Now, some islands go through, periods of really having lots of that squid, and then they dry up. Like Santa Barbara is pretty dry right now. Catalina dried up, but that can rejuvenate overnight, and that's the way this goes. There's this ebb and flow to the market squid season, and we are certainly seeing that. So a lot of squid, and that bodes well for the future. Down there in San Jose del Cabo, our friend Sean Morgan filmed a massive amount of fish that had encircled his boat. It's on one of our shorts right now, and we asked the question, and this is why you got to watch that short, what the heck are they? Do you know? Sean Morgan sending some great videos up from the Wild and Sack down there in San Jose del Cabo. He's had great thresher shark fishing, great marlin fishing, and you can book with him there. You can see exactly how to do that. I know you're going to enjoy Sean. He's a crazy man, and he's a lot of fun to fish with, and he is very, very fishy. Does a great job down there. San Jose del Cabo, the Wild and Sack with Captain Sean Morgan. Send him a text and just tell him what you're after. If you want a date, if you want to know how much it costs, any of those questions, Sean can help you out with all of that. Moving you up the coast, we got weather, so it's kind of on hold right now. So we're talking about what was going on before we got socked with this sizable storm. Another one. We're getting a lot of rain for a La Nina year. It's really an odd kind of circumstance this year. La Nina means cooler water, and it usually means Southern California is dry. Well, we end up with a wide open Dorado bite on a warm water species, the Dorado, that shouldn't be around in a La Nina, and now all this rain. Something's haywire around here. I'm not sure what it is. The scientific community, me, or the environment. I don't know what's going on, but it's just not going by the book this year. Let's put it that way. San Quintin area, great barred perch fishing, but very dangerous right now. Really dangerous. High surf, a lot of wind. Do not even contemplate it until we get back to some decent weather. But Playa Socorro, the beaches around Colonet. There's a hotel down there called Santa Maria. Out in front of that hotel, there's great barred perch fishing going on. Lots of pismo clams. Man, it's a lot of fun. The boats are fishing out there at San Martin Island as well as along the coast. And they have had some really good rock fishing with big old reds. Those are vermilions, big boccaccio, a lot of lingcod, lots of bottom grabbers for sure, and also some decent yellowtail fishing. But right now, again, weather is kind of nasty. Same thing for the Ensenada fleet. Our friends at Blackfin Sword Fishing have been heading down the Baja coast, down there off Santo Tomas and other areas. They fish the Banda Bank and all over the place. Big boccaccio, some nice reds and lingcod, and treefish and whitefish and sheepshead. They've had some really excellent fishing there. And there's also some decent-sized bonita available around Punta Banda, out there at Todos Santos Island. Good rockfish. Not as good as down there at Santo Tomas, but there's rockfish there. And there's been an occasional yellowtail on the Yo-Yo Iron, as well as some bonita around there. Better bonita fishing over at Punta Banda, however. Now, San Diego-based boats are also going across the border to fish rockfish. Why? Because rockfish season is closed until April 1st here in Southern California. So you can jump on a San Diego-based boat, and they have even extended half-day boats running down into Mexican waters where rockfish is legal, and they've been doing pretty darn good. Right now, again, the weather has us by the jugular, and it's choking us, but we'll come out of this for sure and get back to some really excellent fishing. I'm positive about that. Colonet trips are also going to be running here, and this weekend, it looks good. Weather looks perfect. So, not perfect, but good enough. It might be a little breezy, but not bad at all. Chance for Yo-Yo Iron Yellowtail on the 50-pound. Heavy jig, sink it deep, wind on it fast. Great way to catch yellows and also copious amounts of bottom fish down there. So if you're looking for that rockfish fix, that's where you're going to get it. South of the border is where to go right now. Tom Durer, in case you or your family are thinking about it, he has the Judith Ann here at 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. And Tom is running whale watch trips. The gray whales are making the longest mammalian migration known to man, over 10,000 miles. They leave the Bering Sea up there in Alaska and they go down to the warm water lagoons of Baja. They're a fascinating creature. And if you can go out with 6 of your family members or friends, I think it's $600. What a deal. And the boat does 25 knots. I mean, you are on those things before you know it. You cover a lot of ground, you cover it quickly, and you've got your own little group. You can bring food there. It's a great way to go whale watching. I couldn't recommend it anymore. Judith Ann sport fishing. I don't have Tom's phone number. He's going to kill me. But it pops up there. And wait a minute. What am I talking about? There it is. There's his phone number for you right there. I forgot. I can do that in post, can't I? So there's Tom's phone number. And great opportunities to go whale watching. He also has half-day trips right now because it's wintertime. But the bass bite, I mean, you just talked to the guys on the Monte Carlo. I talked to Brian Burrell, the great deckhand on the Monte Carlo today. He said it was really great. They had almost 100 bass on their last trip. And Tom will take you out also on the Judith Ann and take you bass fishing. I think it's $600 to go on a half-day trip right now. It's wintertime. You get some squid, go out there with lead heads or sliding egg sinkers. You have an absolute ball. So I guess I just covered the local bass bite. Of course, with the wind and weather, it's not happening. But the water temperature being cold really doesn't matter when you've got live squid or fresh dead squid. That just seems to overcome that obstacle. And it's been good. So I got to get out there with Tom myself. Come on, Durer, take me bass fishing. I'd like to cook up some fish tacos one of these days. Also, excellent bass fishing up on the Spitfire out of Marina Del Rey Sport Fishing. They have been all over it. I mean, really great action on the bass for the guys up there out of MDR. Our friend Nick Ramirez, he's been out quite a few times and he absolutely loves it. He's been fishing Twilight and it has been flat good. So you can catch sand bass, calico bass, you can get a chance for a halibut, and also sculpin and whitefish. That's been the name of the game there. Up in Ventura, they're trying to get to California, the old Matt Walsh out on Friday, and they are fishing whitefish and sand dabs. So that's some good eating fish and a lot of fun. Great time to get out on the water. And I got to tell you, the local weather on Thursday and Friday, so once we get through this nonsense, the local weather is going to be beautiful. It's going to be nice and calm and no wind. So that is a good time for you to be thinking about making a trip and getting out there. Islands really not being fished that much. Bonita at Cat with rockfish, but pretty much leaving all the rest of the islands alone because, well, there's a lack of interest, number one, and you can't catch any rockfish, so not much reason to run out there and do that. Once again, along the surf, we're seeing a few halibut on the Lucky Craft style lures. Chrome crocodile, you know how much I like that 3/4 ounce. Toss it out there behind a breaking wave and then come through that white water. Such a fun way to catch yellowfin croaker. There's a few of those around, but there's more barred perch in this cooler water. Barred perch love the cold water and they bite very, very well in it. So once again, we are in the midst of some inclement weather, to say the very least. In fact, I think I just heard thunder and lightning out there. So, is that what I'm hearing? Yeah. Or did I do that in post? I'm not sure. Really nasty weather right now. And while it's no time to be out on a boat, obviously, it is also no time to go surf fishing or fish on rocks or jetties. Very dangerous in these kinds of conditions. All right, my friends, there you have it. Remember, hit that like button. And if you want info on our charters, the raffle, anything else we're doing around here, just send me a text at 657-227-6459. Don't miss that Bart Hall interview. It's a good one. I know you're going to enjoy it. So nice to spend time with my friend. And tonight, we'll be live at 6 p.m. And also, don't let me forget to plug that short that we did with those fish that surrounded the Wild and Sack. What were they? What are they? Put a comment in our YouTube section, and we'll deeply appreciate that. Have a great one, everybody. Stay safe, stay dry, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Take care.
This is not a translator. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
I'm Desiree.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Phil, how the hell did you do
A really
this?
fun and productive method to take yellowfin croaker in the Southern California coast is by throwing a small lure. It really works well, and it's lots of fun.
Deception jig, man, and that thing hit the bottom, twitched it once, and it was
These
on.
small round stingrays can inflict an immense amount of pain. The best thing you can do is to soak the wound in warm water. Do you have a suggestion? Put a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you.
Look at that, man.
The big calico bass come out to play around Punta Banda, Baja California, Norte near Ensenada, fishing with Diego Nuno and Costa Baja Sport Fishing.
First cast coming up. Dad Leland's back. He ain't screwing around anymore.
Freaking nice Bart perch.
Ah, life's good. Woo!
Good job, man.
Oh, Phil, I'm so glad you talked me into this.
Woo! What a way to start the
If you want
morning.
to catch more
breathing.
surf fish in Southern California, then you need to dig up sandworms because they are an outstanding bait. Find those little holes in the sand and then dig a hole. Cave in the sides and you'll find the sandworms. Nothing can resist them. Get any crazier than this? This bluefin tuna in February of 2022 made its way into the beach around Punta Banda, and this smart fisherman walked out and put a gaff in it. Extraordinary sights along the Baja coast.
Watch out, watch out. Oh! What in the hell is going on here? Another big bass on the boat. There he goes.
Oh, that is just a gorgeous fish.
Hey, I had to take a break. I've been catching past full speed. All of us have caught release.
Ospreys are raptors, birds that hunt other animals for food. But they are unique because they hunt fish. They're also known as the sea hawk or the fish hawk, and they are magnificent to observe in nature.
Good job, Mike. Good job, Jonathan. Fish is in the anchor, and these boys got it out. And good job. Yeah, Rico.
Right here. Look at this. Oh, you're bit. Look at this. Marlin everywhere. Just marlin. Marlin galore.
Running on you again? That's a nice fish, Lori. Wow. Look at that. Nice, beautiful fish. Oh my God. Hey, Lori, congratulations.
Thank you, Phil.
12 o'clock right now. There's one up there and there's another one up over here. Keep your eye on it. Good spot. Directly 12 o'clock right now, about a quarter of a mile.
On a bummer. A bluefin in some really shitty weather here. Follow him down, follow him
There's
down.
several of these little spots up this way. I mean, I don't know if it's worth, I don't know where you got off to, but this is the third one I've seen here.
The other one was to the port a little
Another
bit.
one over this way. Hey, get ready here, guys.
Oh, look at that thing.
I mean, it looks like spread. We're gonna have the camera ready for this one, Phil. See that shit now? Yeah, go ahead with that big here.
Look at this.